The City of Edmonton maintains over 12,000 kilometers of roadway and 500 kilometers of active paths. When the snow's falling, city crews are out there working 24/7 to address snow accumulation or traction issues. The City of Edmonton has about 500 staff working in the roadway and active pathway crews, and approximately 100 plows are available for use at any given time. Returning for the second year is our popular roster of name plows. Edmontonians had a lot of fun with this last year, and so we've retained the lineup and added a few names to the team as well. We encourage Edmontonians and residents to report any winter road or pathway concerns through 311. 311 is the most effective way to submit any sort of concerns. This helps us identify trends, coordinate responses, and really ensure the most efficient service delivery. Finally, we'll continue to use a number of communication channels and real-time data to provide Edmontonians with accurate information on our service levels and really reinforce the importance of the shared responsibility when it comes to snow and ice removal for Edmonton.
Communications is very important to us, and we're excited to introduce improvements to our snow and ice clearing maps. There are improvements to both our roadways and our active pathways maps to make them more user-friendly and more mobile-friendly. However, the map that you're going to notice the biggest change in is our roadways clearing map, where we've used GPS data to show where each piece of active equipment is across the city during a snow event. This map provides a near real-time look at snow and ice clearing efforts and should help residents who want the latest information on where we're prioritizing our work. The map will show each vehicle as it's in action, and for those that we've assigned names, you'll also be able to see them moving about the city. Also new this year, and this is one I'm particularly proud of, is a change to the clearing of our Priority 1 bike routes. Priority 1 bike routes are maintained to bare pavement within 24 hours at the end of snowfall. Previously, we had nearly 30 kilometers of Priority 1 bike segments. However, those segments weren't necessarily connected to other segments. So with the goal of creating an interconnected network that cyclists could reliably expect to have cleared to bare pavement, we created nearly 30 kilometers of a winter priority loop, which acts as a ring road with nearly 40 kilometers of Priority 2 segments that feed into it. So the community sandboxes, these are the green sandboxes that you see spread out throughout the city, provide free sand for residential use on icy sidewalks and pathways. This year, there's still going to be over 700 of these sandboxes distributed throughout the city. However, the program will be changing for next year as we reduce the overall number of community sandboxes in favor of approximately 100 sandboxes, including some larger, centralized, equipment-filled sandboxes.
The Snow and Ice Control Program is split up into two unique groups that work on distinct priority networks, roadways and active pathways. The roadways group has 4 different priority services. Priority 1 relates to freeways and business districts, and it is completed within 5 days of the snowfall ending. Priority 2 is arterial roadways, and it is also completed within 5 days. Priority 3 is industrial routes, and again, completed within 5 days of snowfall end. Finally, residential roadways, so that is all roadways in residential areas, when a snow ban is called at phase 2, will be completed within 10 days of that snow ban being called. For our active pathways, there are 3 priority service levels. The first one being rec centers and other city-maintained facilities. They are completed within 1 day after snowfall end. The Priority 1 network also contains the winter priority bike loop that Mark discussed. Priority 2 contains all other city-maintained sidewalks, staircases, and other machine-cleared routes, and that is cleared within 3 days of the snowfall end. Finally, Priority 3 is all other manually cleared areas, such as bus stops, breezeways, and they are cleared within 14 days of the snowfall end. For any parking ban, the city will provide a minimum of 8 hours notice before that parking ban is called. Residents who do not move their vehicles in advance of snow clearing may receive a ticket. Finally, I would like to remind everyone that snow and ice clearing is a shared responsibility. When vehicles are parked in areas that we are clearing, it takes our crews longer and more time to complete those areas. In order to do our work effectively and efficiently, we ask that everyone helps us by moving their vehicles in advance of parking bans.